And welcome to Benchmonster TV.
I'm Ashley Lynn Condre.
And I am Ryan the Benchmonster Kennelly.
Hope everybody's having a good evening. Hope you've had a good week since last we saw everyone.
Well last week
Last we met.
Yes, last we met was last week. And who do we have as a guest?
Mike Wolf.
Mike Wolf. Yeah, really hit it off.
Very
Great show.
enjoyable,
Everybody
yeah.
seemed to enjoy Mike Wolf. We'll have to have him on
He
again.
was a huge hit. We got a lot of compliments on him. I really enjoyed getting to interview him and talk with him and hear his stories. Just real cool guy. A lot of good things to say. I enjoyed that, definitely.
Well, as we look forward on Benchmonster TV, I was just in contact today with Mr. Bill Gillespie. And we like to have him on as a guest, and he's going to commit to a Thursday in the next few weeks. And I believe also we will have Todd Beecraft coming up in November too as a special guest. So
Very cool.
yeah, we're broadening our horizons and getting
to
some
have both
different
of those
people out there.
guys, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And the more the merrier. Yeah,
Definitely.
anybody's allowed to come on here, and if it's lifting related, come on and talk about it, you know, and we won't turn anybody down, and we enjoy. Maybe we need to change up our questions a little bit so they're not the same ones all the time.
Well, it depends what kind of guests you have, but like when you have a elite level bench only person, there's going to be certain questions.
Those are my
when you
favorite.
have full power, you know,
Yeah.
if we were to have a strongman,
Strongman.
entirely
Oh,
different
yeah.
types of questions, but some would stay the same. Like I still want to know how big they were in high school.
Oh,
what they could
absolutely.
lift, how
And-
they got into lifting.
And UFC fighters too. I like to
Yeah.
get out there too. But
And so they'd have some different questions also.
Baby
but
steps.
again, some would still be the same.
so
Those are good questions.
what are we going to go over today? You got a lot of lifting videos of yourself. I got 2 squats, a bench, and what else do we got here? Quite a deadlift.
That's a lot.
Well, it's like a couple of each. So I got a speed bench workout, any max effort bench workout we're going to go over, and we'll break it down.
Good.
So let's just let's roll with Miss Ashley Condre's videos here. Now, let's get them in order first. Like, what do you do first in a meet? You squat, right?
Squat.
Okay, and we'll do squat. You got 2 squats. I don't know.
Okay. Like one's with the chain, one's not.
Yeah. So we'll just go. We'll just start off here and just play away. Doing a little chain squatting. Mm-hmm. So you got the convict knee wraps on. I like those.
Sure do. I really like those. Yeah. Those are nice.
Good control.
Yeah, felt really good.
Little lockout at the top. Good. Congratulations.
Extra weight at the top.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna keep going.
All right.
We get right in your next one here.
fine.
You got another
do it.
squat here. No chains
This
now.
This I did before the chains actually, but
Before. Okay. Sorry. Well, I got them out of order.
that's all right. That's all right. I was just clarifying.
Nice depth.
Yeah, I wish I could get a little lower. Would be good.
Well,
Feel a little bit better.
how low do you want to go?
I want there to be no question.
No
I wanna
question.
Break,
Okay.
I want to break parallel, clearly.
Okay. Moving into bench press, my favorite lift. You got 2 bench presses here. I don't know what order they're supposed to be in, but we're gonna play them.
It doesn't
So-
really matter.
Okay. You're on the Forza.
This is the little bit lighter one.
Nine-
I'm on the Forza.
90% of my world records occurred on a Forza bench.
Oh, wait, reps match the stocks. It wasn't. It was a happy accident.
I look puffy. But you know what? I'm working up and handling 1,000 pounds, so I got to be a little chunky now.
Could be a little puffier.
Yeah.
Than
Eating a lot of rice. Good pause,
2,
too.
3.
I think I gave you a press command there.
I think so.
They look good.
I can't hear anything, but I think you did.
Well, we can always play it again with the volume up.
Oh, I didn't.
Look good to me.
Either way. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
So, what is this next bench press here? Bench press
It's
2.
just a little heavier. It was the
A
same.
little heavier, okay. So we pause in this one too? I didn't
I
look.
think you gave me a press command in this.
Press
one,
command?
if you
Okay.
watched. Yeah.
You got to get some new nose torque too.
I know. Yeah,
Corey
gotta
Michelle,
remind me when I have a chance.
Squat
to...
Life is sending me out some.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because I've just been making my own with industrial grade ammonia from the store.
Yeah. No, you got to get the real thing.
It was funny because when the guy was selling it to me, he's like, now, when you're using this, be super careful that you don't get too close to the surface that you're using because you don't
Right.
want to breathe too much of it. And I was like, should I tell him that I intend to put this right up to my nose and inhale it? It was pretty strong stuff, but I got to...
Get your shoulders rolled down there. Squeeze the bar. Break the bar. Nice pause. I'm not helping. I'm just there in case something got weird. I always keep my hand.
elbows tucked a little bit more.
I always keep my hands close a little bit, just for
I know.
safety reasons.
I know you do.
What? Deadlift? Ashley's deadlift. What are we deadlifting here?
I don't know.
That's 4 plates. I can tell that right now.
So then I'm not sure which one it is. There might be a little bit more on the end.
Okay.
Not sure.
It's like a bright sunny day.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like a week or two ago. Yeah.
Week or two ago.
It's my last heavy workout.
410?
It looks like 410, yeah.
Yeah, good lockout too. Okay, that was impressive. Now tell the audience that we're going to Portland, Oregon this weekend and do a little fun meet, we'll call it, just kind of a tester. Is that what we're doing? Mm-hmm. Good. Ashley's going to do a little tester meet, and I'm going to film it with my fancy camera setup that I have here.
Excited. I think it's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
We get to go down and see Todd. Hang out with Todd for the weekend.
Yeah.
And
if all goes well, I get to do an interview with Billy Jack Haynes.
And, interview
Yes,
Billy Jack
we'll film that.
And just have a good, fun weekend.
Yeah, get the hell out of
I'm ready
Dodge.
for a good time, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I get done with work tomorrow, we'll take off and have a fun weekend.
I'm excited about it. So, being that I talked, it was kind of weird today because I was looking for some Facebook videos to post, and Bill Gillespie's 1107 popped up, and then I had texted Bill earlier today about trying to get a hold of Mike Womack, who doesn't seem to want to return my calls or text messages, and is not getting a hold of me for some reason. So I thought maybe Bill could get a hold of him, and we ended up talking, and he wants to be on the show, and I want him on the show, and I want to. What are you doing? What are you looking at? Chat boxes later.
Don't worry about me. Just you talk to your audience. Don't worry about me.
And so I want to play Bill Gillespie's 1107 gym lift. I think he was wearing the Bench Daddy shirt here. And a lot of pop, a lot of explosive power here. Very impressed.
That's cool. I like how you wrote it.
That's effing impressive right there.
That's cool.
Great control, great handoff. Down with speed, up. Like, yeah, 1107. Like, I want to watch it again. That's a lot of freaking weight. And he's learning that shirt. Great explosive power off the chest, too. Hats off to him, man. It's looking awesome. I believe he'll be invited to the Tiny Meeker IPA bench press
Probably.
Fandango in March. I think he's on the list. Huh?
New packages.
Would you just be part of the team? Don't play itching your back on this.
I'm not a part of the team because I had to itch my back for a second.
Yeah.
Excuse
Hey.
me.
Let's roll into speed bench.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, speed bench. Okay, so last Tuesday, had a horrible max effort day. Horrible. Worst ever. I was about 60%. CNS broke down. I was a mess. And then the bench broke in our gym. So I kind of said, well, bag it. I just deloaded per se. And then Friday was speed bench, and I'm just like, I don't want to do speed bench. I'm gonna go do my own thing. And Jacob gets a hold of me and tracks me down, and he doesn't let me do my own thing. He made me do the speed bench workout, but that's what you need sometimes from your workout partners, is to kick your ass and push your ass when you don't want to be pushed. And if I would have done it on my own, I probably wouldn't have done crap. But he showed up, and we turned it into a complete workout, and I'm kind of glad he did because it was beneficial because it didn't affect my max effort day preceding that. So let's just look at speed bench here. See if I can do some talkovers on this. I was just going to do 225 for some reps and just get some blood in the muscle because I felt like dog shit on 72 hours prior to this. But Jacob shows up and says, no, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And then I said, well, I got to lead by example, and I can't slack just because I want to slack, because I think I need to slack. I got to push hard too. So we're going to do 2 chains, which is 20, 40, 60, 80, plus the carriers. It's probably close to 95 pounds of chain there at the top, and the bar weight. And So we're just working on speed and explosive power here with close grips. And I'm just kind of like, oh, do I got it today? Yeah, I'm not locking those out all the way because I'm kind of just testing the water, seeing what things feel like. My front delts were really fatigued. And I'm not making excuses, man. Triceps, no, but front delts were just kind of peppered. And I was just like, fuck, man. Why is he here? I'm kind of like upset, but he's pushing me, and that's what I need from my training partners and vice versa. We got to push each other. That's what makes us better. Nobody can do this on their own all by themselves. Unless you just want to, get a pump and go walk around Walmart in your local mall. But that's not what we do here. We're training to go to the biggest shows in the world. See, Jacob's locking those all the way out. That's good. I'm half repping for some reason. But working up in weight, 275. All these are done back to back. Very little rest periods here. My main goal there is to focus when that bar is coming down to jack that bar off my chest as fast as possible. I don't know how much of this speed workout I got here. I thought I cut some of it down. So bear with me. I hope it's entertaining. Could be watching this or the presidential debate. I guess that's going on. Or maybe it's over.
Might be over by now.
Might be over.
But it was on as we were starting.
Come on, Jacob. Pop that up there a little faster. Snap. Okay, what do we do after speed bench? Oh, incline dumbbells. And, a few sets of 15. Jacob back there. Wearing the Inzer shirt. Maybe he'll get an Inzer sponsorship one day. I see Ashley in the background. What are you doing back there?
That stupid lift.
Oh, that stupid lift is the bench press.
Starting.
Just starting your bench press. Okay. So these are done back to back, obviously. And then here's one of my favorites, rolling dumbbells on the floor. And we had a guy by the name of Mike Miner that was standing right beside us, and he was timing them. So we do 8 or 10 reps here every 30 seconds. Come down, let the bounce come out of the dumbbells on the floor. Let the bounce come out, and then lock them out as you see. I'm not wearing a half shirt. I'm just a massive individual, and when you wear a 2X, that sort of thing happens. Might be time to step up to a 3X. But what I like about 2X is it really fills out the upper delts, pecs, traps, and all that good stuff. 3X tends to make it look a little baggy, but might need it in the abdomen area. Like I said, these are all back-to-back 30-second rest periods. 8 or 9 sets of 8 or something. Onward. Axle bar. Double mini bands. Extensions to the forehead, nose, chin, throat. What do we do here? Bringing it back to the forehead. I got to get out a little further. This is just a high volume day. Multiple sets, multiple reps. Normally we would grab a football bar, cambered bar, duffalo bar, fat grips, but this bar happened to be in the rack, so we grabbed it. We do a tremendous amount of extensions on speed day. Training the triceps first and hardest. This may seem like boredom, but I just want you to feel my pain as I do these multiple sets back to back. don't stand up, go get water. We stand up, change weight, and then he pops in and does the same weight or more. Didn't want to do too much front delt work, so we did just some bar raises here. Get some blood in there. Something is better than nothing. This actually felt good. I was going to do Leroy Walker's version on the incline with the bar like that, where 3 different grips and you do the raises in an incline bench. But this here was just kind of therapeutic for the day. Nice and smooth control movements. And like I said, my front delts were already a little tired, and I didn't want to train them too much, but I did want to get some good blood in there. I don't think we added any weight here to this. I think we just did them as you see. Oh, I guess that's it. What else did we do after that? Push downs. Nobody wants to see push downs, but we do a wide variety of push downs at the end of every workout. And usually superset push downs with a horseshoe handle, a rope, reverse grip push downs, and we usually just try to hit the triceps a little as much as possible at the very end of the workout before we leave, so we know we tax the shit out of them. Okay, max effort bench.
Yay.
Kind of a cool day. A lot of people have already seen the 1025 on social media. I want to throw out there immediately.
But there's a few.
I think there's a 935 prior to that.
Raw ones that were pretty good.
I don't know if I got. I don't think I got everything. I think this is a short sweet.
The one that Bree sent me was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't have all those. I just got them. I got the main one. This is 935 off a 2 board, and I just wanted to see what this felt like. What I liked about this lift was I pushed the bar in a straight line. On the 1035, like I said, I haven't held it for a long time, so there was a little getting reacclimated to it. This one popped up pretty good. I was impressed with that, and I was like, okay, let's set the stage. Let's put another plate on there, and that'll make it 1025. Couple things happen here. My left foot actually slips, and
Your bench shoes.
didn't make any excuses, but I kind of shoved it as it came down. I shoved back a little bit, and that's a no-no. I should have pushed straight up, but when these guys let go of the weight, it was like, hello, welcome back. Nice to meet you again. And it's a different animal here at 1025, but wasn't worried about it. Just wanted to make sure I had a great 3-man handoff, which I do. And once you have a great 3-man handoff, you cannot not do it. And there you go. And I was just 1 rep. They said shut it down after that. A lot of people like to see rolling dumbbells, and I just kind of went over and grabbed some 105s and decided to roll those today. Because I think we were talking 110s, doing 110s at some point. But did multiple sets here with 105s. And I think we did some side delts and maybe one other tricep exercise. I can't remember. It was a blur. After the 1025, I'm not going to lie to you, it kind of peppered me. I actually had another shirt. I had a Kruger shirt I was going to go into, but at that point, my handoff guy recommended that I should not hop into a shirt and actually work up in it like 8,000, 9,000, so forth. And I was happy with the 1,025, and it's a baby step, but that's what I'm taking now since the COVID crisis and gyms closing and benches breaking at certain gyms. But we have backup plans, and that's what it's all about. We don't miss workouts, and we tallied up the team and said, hey, you gotta have a great 3-man handoff crew. And I got one now. And the rest is just
Larry's back. That's huge.
Yeah, Larry Bush is back,
Robert.
and Brooks is doing a great job on one side, and Robert Gormas is doing his part. Everybody plays a part, from putting the board there to tightening down my belt to, it's a team effort. And
those 3.
Yeah, well, so keep everybody healthy here, and every workout's important. Well, we don't have much else to show this evening, so Miss Ashley, would you love to read some comments from the chat box?
I would love
since you were looking over there earlier.
I sure was.
Okay.
Just seeing what people had to say, getting ready to ask questions, give comments. Awesome. So Mr. Elite Entertainment says, awesome interview with Mike Wolf last week, and thanks for the great content you are both providing from these live streams. The Brad Pitt of bench press. story was hilarious. That guy, that was really funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's funny. I've heard you called the Michael Jordan of bench press and the Tiger Woods of bench press, but I hadn't heard the Brad Pitt of bench press.
Well, I'm an older Brad Pitt now. Yeah.
Well, so is he.
You still got it. That's right. Still going strong.
Yep.
Now,
no, I love that story. I agree. That was
one rep
funny.
max. I keep effing up his name. One rep max is what I like to say.
I thought it used to say max on there.
I thought it said max
I
too,
know
but
on
it's
Instagram
one rep
it is.
max.
Okay.
We got it straight. Sorry, sir.
At Mr. Elite Entertainment. Haha, yes, that was the highlight. That was really funny. That was a good story. That was definitely a funny one. One rep max also says, was watching the presidential debate, but Benchmonster was more important. LOL. So here I am. Greetings to you. So glad that you joined us.
Yeah,
we were watching it right up until we had it down here on our computer, right up until it was time to hit start stream. So we
weren't too sure how many people were going to be watching this, and if people were glued to their TV sets. So we appreciate
you chose
that.
Us.
Yeah,
thank you. It's so good to have you.
I was going to prolong it to 7:05, 7:10, so everybody
We've never been late though. You know?
Yeah. So I said it's 7 o'clock. We got to go. Boom.
Yep, we did.
Yeah, we're going to run it. So.
Yep, and we're so glad that you joined us.
Yeah, thank you, one rep Mex.
Oh, I don't know how to say this one. Francimar F. Francimar. Ryan. Oh, jeez. It's another language.
Ooh, Portugal.
I'm try to
Portugal. I see Portugal.
Would you be able to?
I cannot translate.
I don't know.
I say hello,
Ryan
greetings.
Boya
That's a rough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher it.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you for joining us. Yes, we appreciate you
from
being
Portugal.
Here.
Wow.
That's super cool. Yes.
Getting a lot of people from far away joining the show.
That's
kind of cool.
Getting a variety. I love it. It's awesome. Sean Deal sending positive vibes to fellow Benchmonster TV viewer Cody Plum as he gets ready to dominate Idaho State Championship Saturday.
Yeah.
Very cool. Kill him, Cody. Good luck. Can't wait to hear all about how you do and
what shirt you're going to be wearing.
Can't wait to hear some details.
Get on the board. Play it smart. I hope you're not trying to cut weight to make weight. Hopefully you can just eat what you want and go in there and have a game plan. Plan, attack, and victory.
We're excited for you.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Can't wait to hear about it. One rep Mex. Ashley's knee wraps matched the socks. Ha ha ha. Was that planned? No, it wasn't. It was just a happy accident. I started to put my knee wrap the first time, because that wasn't the first time I had worn them, but the first time that I noticed it, I was like, oh, cool. It's complete matching. But it was not done on purpose. Yeah. It's just a happy accident.
Cody Plum.
Thanks, Sean. Just got off the plane and drove over to Ontario. Weigh-ins are tomorrow.
Drove over to Ontario, Oregon. We're going to be down that way. Well, no, where's Ontario? That's the other way.
I was going to say.
We'll be in Oregon together. I'll be rooting for you, man.
Yes, very
Kick some ass out there.
We'll be sending good, positive vibes your way for sure.
Cody
Sean
Plum.
Deal.
The whole world is happy the Benchmonster's back. I'm trying, man. My mindset at every heavy bench training session, max effort, is to do more and more and more. But my guys, my handoff guy knows when to, having not trained at that level of 1,000 or above consistently is a concern. So baby steps, the 1,025 first movement. And as we go on, we'll play it safe, because the last thing we need to do is get an injury or jump the gun and be out of the game. And I want to stay in the game, not on the sidelines. I want to be in the game.
All right.
Sean
Deal. Ryan, you going to stick with the Viper until the March meet, and how can I get one?
Rewind time, I had a bench daddy and it was too small, and I wanted Womack to make me a bigger one, and he's avoiding me and my phone calls. I don't know what's going on with him, but I know he's busy, but I've been waiting since July for him to call me back. But I do have a Viper. I have one. I have 3 Krugers actually, and of various sizes. One I need to get a hold of Rob Farrell because my 4-ply Kruger, I put on 15 pounds. If the scale is correct around this house,
I know.
I don't know what's going on. I walk around at 304 to 308, and now I stood on the scale today and it said 315. It says 317, so but I do want to get up to that body weight of 320 when I compete. And so I need to get up there, but a lot of my shirts are a little. I think they were more designed for a 300-pound guy with 300-pound arms, and lately I've been putting on a lot of upper mass, and so there might need to be a few adjustments. But to be honest with you, I wear the shirt that's going to work for that amount of weight. The Viper that I'm wearing right now, when I was 300 last May or April when we were training at a garage gym.
Was that the last time?
Yeah, I was wearing the Viper, and I got I was able to get 785 to a one board in it. And now that I've put on some weight, it's gotten a little tighter, which is good. But here's the deal: I need to figure out how to adjust those band shirts for certain attempts and put it on and be able to touch with 1,000 pounds, and then how to jack it, either pull the shirt down or pull the sleeve down, figure out the tips and tricks I need to do to take second attempts in the same shirt and try to stay in the same shirt for the duration of the meet. That would be a plan. But when you're going to a big show and guys might be going 1,100, then you're gonna have to have a shirt for a first and second, and then probably a 4-ply for a third and a fourth, because you want to have the heaviest amount of armor for the heaviest amount of weight you're going to do. But as of now, I have one Viper and multiple Krugers, and I have no Bench Daddy. So that's what's in my arsenal, and it's just a matter of which one I bring to the gym on any given day. But lately, I reached into the back of the truck and pulled out the Viper, and I've been having some success with it, posting some videos with it. Alec has reached out to me, something about a Colossus bench shirt. Orange material, real aggressive, crazy, fun. It's got me excited. But it's just the time is now. I mean, if I'm going to do a meet in March, every workout's important. Every Tuesday's important. That's max effort day. There's only 4 of those in a month. And I want to train optimally, and I want to train at the highest capacity that my old body will allow me to. So I'm really veering around the question. But I will be in the Viper. But here's the thing, too, and what concerns me about these shirts, like the Viper, is just like any slingshot, use them over and over and over again. They do stretch. I've had Mark Bell slingshots, and they XL, and they're like this, and then you pass them around to the crew. Everybody wears them, stretch them out. They actually, the material inside of there, the rubber band material actually will, expand, and it'll. I'm not saying it's going to lose its elasticity, but it will stretch, and that becomes a concern. So me, bench shirt specialist person here, I definitely like to have a brand new crispy shirt if I was going to a meet. I'd like to have one Viper shirt to train in, and then when I go to a meet, I would like that same shirt, brand new, crispy new, that I would take to the meet and use for my meet attempts. That's how I'm not going to take a shirt that I've trained in between now and March. It's just not in the cards, because I know my body weight's going to go up. But if I can get a backup shirt and break it into a one board at a specific body weight 4 weeks out from a show, whatever that is I may be, that will be my money shirt. And that goes for any type of shirt. I don't particularly have one shirt that I'm going to use now all the way to the meet. But if I do need to get a backup of that Viper, to be honest with you. So, but the Viper's in the mix, and there'll be a Kruger thrown in there here and there once in a while. So, but so far I'm really digging the Viper, and like my handoff guy said last night, it mimics the Atlas slingshot that I wear all the time, and he thinks that's why it's so beneficial to me right now. But I like to wear other things too and try other things, and we'll see what happens. And I'll be posting videos. It's not like I'm going to go into hiding. I'll show my cards. I'm transparent, and you'll see what I do and when I do it. And I only put it out there for your viewing pleasure. I don't put it out there to rub it in or wave a flag like, ha ha, I'm stronger than you. If the lift looks good and it goes up and it's fast, it's something you don't see every day. And I like to take a video of it and share it with the world, because I know you guys appreciate it. Somebody does. Maybe some people don't appreciate it because there's probably people out there that don't like me. So, and so be it. I can't change the world.
Why would nobody like
I don't know.
you?
I seem like a nice
kidding
person.
Me.
I know you called me a bully.
Yeah, what was it? There was a bully. There was a really good example of a bully.
That's that guy on my
Thing
team.
you did, and I can't remember. I was gonna tell this.
Well, you're a thug. That's all I know.
What was that? There was something. I was like, I'm gonna talk about how you did this on the show. You're a bully.
I'm glad you can't remember.
I can't remember.
So just continue reading the questions in the chat box, please.
Dang it, I forgot.
You should forget.
If I think of it.
Oh wait, Sean Deal wants to know how can I get one. Well, you got to contact John Ellick on Facebook. If you look in all my posts that I made the last my 9:15 and my 10:25, he's in there posting his information, and you contact him, and he makes it happen. T. Pressifer,
another great Thursday podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
We appreciate you. Yes. We appreciate you all tuning in.
Tiny Meeker, I know him.
Hi, Tiny.
Tiny.
We know that guy.
I hear the bell. Shit, I hear that frickin' bell. And the tequila, I can smell it. 1942. He was texting me the other day about it. Oh, I saw it. Oh. It's going to be a rough post-meet at his show.
It might be. That bell going off a lot.
Whataburger and tequila.
You guys get on a table again.
In and out and tequila. Oh. Am I vomiting in the phone? Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh. Being overdramatic.
A little bit. Tiny, that contest is going to be amazing. Thanks for putting it together. That was from Sean Deal. You're right. That's going to be pretty amazing. I can't wait. Can't wait to see it. Cody Plum, I agree. Awesome meet, Tiny. Yeah, I think everybody is pretty excited about this. This is going to be like the meat of the...
If it goes down, yeah, we get all the people there and nobody gets injured or, gets a speeding ticket and can't show up or something.
Yeah,
fun.
It's going to be cool. T. Pressifer, 1025, amazing. Looked very strong and controlled. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
really
when they handed that off and let go of it, it was like, hello, welcome back, nice to meet you again. And I thought about it for a split second, and then I started the descent, and it was like, wow, this thing.
Good.
Well, it felt good, but it was like, whoa. It's like, hey, I just did 935. Why does this feel like a 200-pound jump? It was, I was amped up a little bit too. And, I was staying tight, controlled, and had the perfect handoff. I was like, there's not too much I can bitch about. Like, hey, the handoff was high. That sucked. No, they set it right out there, and they cotton balled it with the handoff. It's a new word we learned, cotton ball. Mendelsohn talks about it.
Feathered.
Well, we use feather, but cotton ball. They bring it out, and they set it. And perfect 3-man handoff. So hopefully we'll get more. Hopefully we'll do get it to a one board, maybe half board, and
Robert in the middle.
Yeah.
Larry's always been.
Larry, I don't know how the side guys do it, man. It's a feathering technique,
Brooke seems like he's picked it up pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, one guy on one side has 500 pounds almost, and the other's 5, whatever, and it's just like, how much of that do you feather?
Insane.
I can't do it. I suck.
That'd be hard. If
somebody bench on 1,000 pounds wanted a 3-man handoff, and I was on one side, I'd F it up. I'd come out and probably just not like I can't get it. I just don't know how much to do.
It'd be hard.
These guys have been doing it for a while, so
yeah, takes practice.
Yeah, a lot of practice.
Alex Estrada, Ryan, I watched a video earlier, and Dave Tate asked J.M. Blakely who's the best bencher. He said Ken Lane and Scott Mendelson.
I think I saw that interview, and I guess Mendelson because he had the all-time raw and shirted.
Yeah. Well, Louie and Ed Cohn both say you.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen. Remember that interview that we were watching?
I did remember.
Where Louie said it, and then Ed Cohn said it too somewhere along the way.
And I never met Mr. J.M. Blakely, to be honest with you. I don't think I ever met him. So, not yet anyway. Dave Tate, we need to get him on the show. Let him talk. Yeah, he can teach us a thing or two.
Oh, I bet he could go into great detail and answer some questions. Where were we at?
Right here, 1 Rep Max.
You want to laugh your ass off? Check out Mendy's Namaste commercial.
Is that new? I'm glad he's got it doing a commercial. He probably got paid. Namaste? What's that? We'll check it. We'll Google it.
We'll
Yeah.
look into that.
Yeah, send me post a link, and when we post the show here in the comments below, post a link to that, and we'll go watch it.
Yes, we want to laugh our ass off.
Ooh, this is an interesting one by Alex Estrada.
Alex, he said Ken Lane left competing because it got political.
Well, I think Ken Lane was in the glory days back when there was probably 3 or 4 federations, and if he was to hop back in it right now with 96 plus federations and so many different, it would, and social media, I think, it's probably not. I can't imagine what he means by political back in those days. That was late 80s, I assume, 90. Yeah. Wow. I remember seeing Ken Lane.
Hey Ryan, what do you think? Sorry. Hey Ryan, what do you think you would be hypothetically capable of putting up right now after an 8 or so week-long peak?
Learning these shirts and how I actually got a great piece of bench shirt advice on Instagram today, and I was gonna bring it up and thank the guy. I thanked him, but he gave me some advice on how to wear the shirts and what and just any little tips and tricks help. Answering your question, 8 weeks, hard to say. I mean, in 8 weeks, I might decide I'm going to go 330 body weight. I might decide this. I might decide that. Hard to say. With these shirts, it's almost unpredictable. Everybody says that the 1200 and all this, but 1100 first, if that's capable, and it's been knocked on. A few people have done it, so and then taking it to that next level. I think the next level should be like 1150, a baby step, and then. But in 8 weeks, who knows? Like I said, with 6 months with COVID, having not trained with the crew, and now just getting back in the last month, I think we've had our gyms here. I would really love to answer that question like in a normal training world, but since this hasn't been a normal world this year, if you were asking me that right now, I'd probably hop out there and have a good shot at 1100. And I'm not, I could do 1400. No, I think 1,000 pounds would be 1,025 opener, and then I would have a shirt where I would try 1100 or 1080 or 1095. It doesn't have to be 1100, or just somewhere in that realm. I think after 8 weeks I could. And 8 weeks is a short amount of time. That's only 6 training sessions, a deload and an opener or something like that. So, it's not a lot of time, man. It goes really quick. I wish I could sit here and say, 8 weeks, I had 1,500. No, it's not me, man. 1,000 something, and then depending on how that looked and what I knew my second shirt would do, I would conservatively go to a weight that I know I can get, because I try to be a consistent bench presser. I don't like to get on the board and then just take shots at something that may not be there. I like to take shots at something that I know I'm going to get and place with. So I would say a pretty good shot at 1080 to 1100 in 8 weeks.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
I don't know. I was talking. I was looking around. I was thinking.
Okay, Mr. Elite Entertainment. I remember reading on how Doug Young added 235 pounds to his bench press in the course of 8 months, benching 3 times a week. Interesting on the carryover high frequency can have to lifting.
And back then, I'm sure that was shirtless benching, and it was raw, and I think talking to Jimmy Kolb, who benches 3 times a week, and rumor has it, and I don't know if it's true, but Robert Gormis, I believe, said Bill Gillespie benches like 3 or 4 times a week. But we'll find out from Bill when we have him on the show. Maybe I'm not saying it's not bad. I mean, if it works, I'd do it. But I need somebody to say, hey, like Kolb says, this is how he's doing it. This is how Bill Gillespie's doing it. And I take from them, and I write things down, and I put it in my arsenal, because, I'm still good. I'm just trying to get better, and I want to be the best too. And I don't mind working harder. I will jackhammer you as a question.
You retracted a couple.
You retracted them.
Hey man, I want to know, how can your joints handle massive weight? Does suit help with that a lot? More safe?
Connective tissue and such things.
I'm asking because my joints are getting smashed.
Yeah. You're doing something that's, you're doing too much too often, or I'm not picking you apart, but you're doing something wrong and you're doing it too frequently. and you're having a lot of joint pain, over the course of time, your joints acclimate to it. Tiny Meeker has a great product, a GLC product, and if you want to get some joint connective tissue, anti-inflammatory heal. I mean, I can't speak enough about it. He has 2 bottles, GLC, and what's the other one?
3 of them, wasn't there?
GLC 2000, and then God, it's up in the cupboard, but. Tiny Meeker is on here. Get his contact info. Yeah, I would get a couple of bottles from Tiny Meeker because I highly recommend that product. It starts with an S. The other one. Yeah, drawing a blank.
I can.
We should have all these supplements right here. We just hold them up.
I know.
Yeah, maybe we need to do that.
Taken all of it. I don't think we have.
All I have here is these damn reading glasses, which I don't want to wear, and a measuring tape so I can measure my neck, and I got this towel here in case I start sweating.
And we've got John Cena.
And then we got these 2 bozos over here.
John's not a bozo.
We got the 2 political debaters here. Hey.
You don't take mine.
Now who's this?
Cena's
Biden?
mine.
Here's Biden. And here's Trump over here. Oh, molarchy. Molarchy. That's what he said tonight. I heard molarchy, whatever that means. Yeah. Yeah, Cena.
I love how developed his back is.
Cena can kill
I think
him.
I've pointed this out before.
Okay.
Anywho, wow,
well, you got veered me off there.
Sorry.
Yeah. Get hold of Tiny. I will jackhammer you and get some GLC product.
Yeah, definitely recommend that. I've taken a ton of it. It's helped me through quite a few injuries.
Robert Fosen has a question.
Well, Roberto Hernandez, your 1025 speed bench was dope.
Sorry, Roberto, I hopped right over you. I just need to leave the questions to her. I just got the mouse on where we left off, and I just wiggle the mouse a little bit so you know where to go.
Just let me handle it.
Yeah, I will. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Talking about how your 1025 looked like a speed bench.
Thank you, Roberto. I wish it would have went up faster. Here, I'll push it harder next time.
Now, Robert Fossen, I was watching your Road to the Arnold documentary and was wondering what the reason was for one of your teammates pouring water down your bench shirt at the Arnold. Just to cool down?
Down my shirt at the Arnold? That's a good question. I can't imagine, because I remember that warm-up area, it was 1,000 degrees in there, so I don't think I needed my shirt wet down. It could have been to cool down, because there was so many people in there. It was, you're just breathing rebreathed air. I'm surprised I didn't have a panic attack. It was so effing crowded. But more than likely, it was just to cool me, because that Rajax shirt at that point, depending on when they pour the water, if it was done before I stepped on stage, it would be to wet the shirt. If it was done prior to warm-ups, it was to wet the shirt. But if it was in between attempts, it probably was to cool me down, because it was a furnace back there.
Sorry.
Tiny Meeker.
Tiny Meeker, how can someone not like my buddy Ryan? I will beat them up.
I just assume they do.
From what I was saying.
Yeah. I don't know who they are, but there's probably a handful out there that just don't like me very much.
Well,
I thought I was doing good.
Well, sometimes you're a little smart-assy.
Smart-assy?
And a little bullyish.
Not bullyish. I'm sorry.
You try to trip me every time I walk by you. That's super bully. Super bully. And every now and then I'll just I'll think about it and I'll pretend like I'm going to walk and stop. And I see your foot fly. It's like a habit. You don't even, you've done it so many times.
Let me tell you what else I do to her. I do this when I knock on your head. Why do I knock on your head? Tell the audience why you get knocked on the head like this.
When I drink milk out of the jug.
Yeah, she chugs the milk.
But you're allowed to do it.
Hey,
I've seen you do it.
Middle of the night.
It's milk I've usually purchased.
No. Middle of the night is one thing. When you're in your underwear and
okay, so the germs are different in the middle of the night.
Hey, middle of the day,
germs are your concern.
You can pour it in a cup. Middle of the day, you don't need to chug from the milk.
You're not going to control me and my milk.
Yeah.
God, you see what I have to deal with? Like, you see it? See, Tiny? That's why people might not like your friend Ryan here. Because he's a turd ass.
No bells, but many 1942 bottles. I wonder how many Tiny has in his house. And those are fifths, I assume, not pint bottles.
Oh, and he answered down here the GLC 2000 and MSM.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah, phenomenal product.
Products, yeah.
And he says Whataburger.
I took all. I mean, like, there's none left. I've used
none. No, I saw the empty box of peanuts in there. Yeah. I walk by it every day. All the bottles are gone. Right here. Took it all. I let her try a bottle and just, yeah. But it works. You know, I can't say enough about it.
Yep.
Tiny says
Good
Waterburger.
stuff.
Boy, that sounds good right now.
That does sound really good.
And they're 24 hours too. Yeah, good time.
Okay. And Anthony
Levas.
Did you ever meet Anthony Clark?
Yes, I did. September 1997, Post Falls, Idaho. Anthony Clark was guest lifting at a Wabdal meet, and I had the honor to sit behind the man in the same flight of him as he benched, and I was allowed to put my arms in my bench shirt on his shoulders. And there's a picture somewhere in this earth, if it hasn't been destroyed, that shows me doing that, and I wish I could find it. Nicest man you'll ever meet. Spent many minutes talking to him in the back, and he left the earth too soon, man. And yeah, Anthony Clark called me every Christmas, wished me Merry Christmas, called me after I benched 800, gave me the greatest advice any lifter's ever given me on what I should do and what to expect and what I'm worth and things of that nature. So Anthony Clark was a down-to-earth, all-around, humble, nice, awesome, giving back, greatest bench presser to ever live. Just can't say enough about him. And it was a cool thing because he reverse grip benched. And I remember I thought that was unique, and I tried it, and I just never could do more than 500, but that's all I ever tried.
That's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive reverse grip bench. But yeah, Miss Anthony.
That's incredible.
And Tiny says what?
Okay. I am extremely excited about the baddest bencher on the planet contest. Will be epic. No misloads.
No misloads are good. Yeah.
Excellent. No, we don't want no misloads.
Hell no.
Sorry I'm late. Training tonight.
Understandable.
We're just happy you're here. Thank you for making it.
Uh-oh. Mr.
you're
Leader
training
Entertainment has something about maple bars.
I see maple bars. I heard you speaking about maple bars in your previous live stream. Unfortunately, they're not popular here in the UK, so I decided to buy some. Just want to say thanks because I'm now 10 pounds heavier.
Hey.
Nice.
And you know, they actually put bacon on them, too. Strips of bacon.
I like them separately. I would take my bacon off, eat my bacon,
but
and do my maple bar.
Let's just say,
those are two amazing things. Like you don't.
And put them together. Like what if you had like a 12-pack of maple bars, and the first few days you got your maple bar thing going, and then you want to add a little sauce to it, so you put some strips of bacon on there. Now it just kicked it up a notch, as Emeril Lagasse would say.
I mean, I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it.
People go nuts over it. So I won't say I could never like it, but it doesn't.
Not popular in the UK.
Doesn't really excite me.
United
That's
Kingdom.
crazy. They should be popular everywhere.
You need to come over and visit the UK, stomp around and see what's going on over there.
Yeah. T. Pressifer, how much different did the 1025 feel in your hands with the Viper compared to your 1075 record?
I can't compare the two because at the 1075, there was no COVID and we trained year round. We didn't miss workouts. The 1025 felt like 1100 in my hands the other night. I'm just because I haven't had it in my hands since February, and it's just been so long. So, you can put 800, 875 and all this bullshit in your hands, but when you get up to 1,000. When you haven't had it in there, it's a little different. So it wasn't like, whoa, I'm not going to be able to do this 1025 on Tuesday. It was just like, whoa, I haven't felt that in a while, and I'm glad I only did just did the one rep and moved on, and because I got to build up that type of training conditioning and to handle because after I did that, we talked amongst ourselves training people that I train with, and I got to build up that conditioning again to handle multiple reps at 1,000. You don't want to just come in your first day and start trying to pick up where you left off a year and a half ago. So it's just you just got to play it smart and take it slow, but not too slow. Nathan Brandon Horst.
Hi, Nate. Yes.
Oh.
You gonna be there tomorrow, old man, or are you skipping another workout and taking the easy way out? Get shit done this weekend, Ashley. Thank you, Nate. I'm gonna try.
What time are we leaving tomorrow?
That's a good day.
Is there a bench to bench on? Is there a bench to bench on, or are we gonna break pins at 225? If you can tell me what time we're leaving and give me an estimate round of about time, I'll get back to you on that.
We'll probably try to leave around 2.
2. Okay. Might have a chance to go in.
Possible.
Yeah.
Probably around between 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay. Might be able to come in at
Wouldn't be before
10:30 or something to 11:30. We only do an hour.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll text you after I get done here and confirm. But I'm scared about where we're gonna bench because
You're just in speed day though.
yeah. But I saw the bench break with 225.
Yeah.
So those are concerns. Okay. Next question.
T-Pressifer, Kaz bench 3 times a week, and now he says he feels like he did too much and probably would have been stronger if he had rested longer to recover.
Well, when I started out, I benched all the time and it worked. But I think as we get older, I don't know if that would work because when Father Time's trying to kick your ass, it's kind of not a gamble, but you just got to go by feel. It's like, hey, can I push it this hard? Can I bench 3 times a week? I know I train triceps 3 times a week. But when you get to the level, and as I look back on when I was doing 7 meets a year, benching 1,000 as openers and doing 1,000-pound lifts all the time, I was able to do that by consistency because of how I structured my training. I trained it a couple times a month, and then I would deload, and was probably not been the optimal way that anybody would do it today, but it worked for me, and I probably would go back to doing that again. And I just don't know if I could throw in, other than a speed day, maybe a dumbbell day or something, because what happens is, all that pressing off the chest, front delts, once they become zapped, it takes a while for those front delts, the movers here. I mean, yeah, triceps, yes, arms, upper back, and all that, but a lot of times where I feel fatigue is in the front delts. So I gotta avoid that because the delts play an important role in bench pressing too. All muscles do.
Alex Estrada, Ryan, that 1025 really did look like a smoke show. Excellent, Ryan.
Thank you, Alex. And like I said, I intend to try to move it faster. I like to pick myself apart, and that's why I like videos. But after watching that, when I did the lift, I knew first thing I did wrong was I started pushing back off the board. Third thing, once I started pushing back, my left foot decided to slide on the floor. So I had a few things working against me. I'm just glad it went up and nothing crazy happened, and I didn't. But technique is so important, and there was a little bit that kind of went out the window when it got handed off to me. I was like, whoa. It was just like, okay, bring it down, and then hit the board. And then I don't think I spread the bar. I think I immediately shoved it back like a raw bench or something. But I have to correct that, and I have to tighten things up, and it'll get prettier too. Trust me. Accustatin Pro,
GL 2000, and
MSM.
Yeah. And he also says to Instagram Tiny Meeker, message him through Instagram.
Yeah, phenomenal for joint and connective tissue.
Who
my back.
Who was that was asking about it?
We'll have to go back up the chat box. It's somewhere up there.
I will jackhammer you.
I will jackhammer you.
So yep. I will jackhammer you if you are still watching. Find Tiny Meeker on Instagram.
And just remember,
ask him about those products.
I will jackhammer you. Remember, it's something you're doing in your training. Something you're doing is causing the joint and connective tissue problems. So you can't just take Tiny Meeker's product and continue to beat up yourself like you're doing in the gym. You have to change some things up, and give your body some rest, or tighten up the technique, or whatever. There's something occurring in the training that's causing it. Overtraining, something. So we need to correct all forms of the problem and not just throw pills at you. What do you got?
Sorry, I was reading. Where are we at? Alex Estrada, Ryan Ashley, your guys' banter is great. LOL. Thank you. You guys crack me up. LOL. Remind me of Christine and I.
Yeah.
So it's Alex Estrada and Paul Laffer. Yeah. Thanks, guys. And then Tiny Meeker says, "Be nice to Ashley."
Hey.
Thank you, Tiny.
Don't drink out of the milk carton during the day in the house. You can do it at night.
What? Does that make sense
to
anybody?
That's a pet peeve of mine.
He's allowed to do it.
At night, in the 2 a.m, I can do it. Yeah.
And then half the time it's milk I've bought.
Oh, she's.
And yeah, I get. So he's admitting it. on video.
This
You
isn't-
hit me.
This ain't no damn debate.
I
People have
get-
already saw a debate tonight. Let's just continue on here. Yeah, you're talking malarkey.
I should have a chance to retort.
Yeah,
I need to retort to that.
yeah.
Or whatever word he used. Where were we at?
See? Jason Gillian's Power Gym.
Ashley, you have come a long way. You look jacked, and your strength is very impressive. Good work. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. I got a nice compliment.
I don't get compliments.
The whole thing has been compliments of you. What are you
just
talking
joking.
about? Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Very nice of you.
Mr. Elite.
Mr. Elite Entertainment. As a raw bencher, I've always been curious if equipped lifting can carry over to a raw bench due to the overloads.
No, didn't do it for me. The minute I put on a shirt and wore it more often, you got to think back in the day, long time ago, when the world was much, much, much younger, and so was I. We used to put on our bench shirt 2 weeks out from a contest. We would train raw all the way up to 2 weeks out. We'd throw on a shirt and figure out, oh, what can I touch in? That's what I'm going to do. And then as time went on, we started to train in our shirts more often. And the more and more and more you put on the shirt, yes, you overload the top end, but something happens at the bottom, and it's something that I've suffered at. I mean, yeah, you can lock out once you get it where the shirt starts to, back in the day, the shirt worked halfway up and then you had to finish it. Now some of these shirts are working all the way to the top, which is a beautiful thing. But I remember that. I was thinking, oh, I'm doing all this weight in the shirt, and then I rip off the shirt, and I have a tremendous amount of suck from the chest to about a 3 board. And so I didn't want to have that problem. So what I did was I made sure that I did a lot of raw benching repetition wise before I shirted. And then I learned how to do speed bench, of course. That kind of helped too, because that was based off your 1 rep raw max. So that kind of helped. But what I always prided myself on was making sure I had anywhere between a 6 and a 650 raw bench, and then I added my shirt on, of course. But if you live in your bench shirt, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if you put on a bench shirt and train it at every workout, and for X amount of time, and then whip it off and think your raw bench is going to be this, you might be disappointed. And especially with how more advanced shirts have become, like these band shirts, I really you're getting so much carryover out of these things now. Your raw bench is not gonna be there. Back in the day, a long time ago, again, you had to bench 600 raw to get 700 in a shirt. That's what type of bench shirts they were. They weren't as advanced as they are today. And then some people figured out how to cut the back of the shirt and do this, that, and the other. But the majority of the great bench pressers out there, we all had 600-pound raw benches. Tiny Meeker, and we were 700 in a shirt. And now we're seeing tremendous carryover in shirts, which is cool. I've seen it throughout the years from 1996 to where we are now. Guys can do 405 for 1 rep, 800 in a Rage X. And I'd like to see what, some people do 1100 in a band shirt. What can they do raw? I'm just curious. These are just fundamentals of bench pressing and, statistical things I like to keep track of. But definitely wear a shirt too much too often. I'm not saying it's going to kill your raw bench, but it's not going to make it. You're not going to be 700 raw because you've lived in a shirt and can do 800 in a shirt. You know what I'm saying? So.
1 rep max. Quick question. Can I send you a picture via email of how my denim shirt fits? Also, what is the worst that can happen if the sleeves are too loose?
Send me a picture, please. And what type of shirt does he have?
What?
Talk about if the sleeves are too loose. What?
A denim shirt.
He's got a denim shirt.
Because of how my denim fits.
Yeah, in a denim shirt, the sleeves can't be loose. I'm going to assume denim. I'm not going to mention any manufacturer's name, but I'm assuming that the sleeve length maybe go past your elbow and it may be bell bottom somewhat. But where a denim, you have to have a tight chest panel and you need to have tight arms because that's how those shirts work. And probably it's an open back shirt, or if not, but it depends on where it's loose. I mean, if you can pinch an inch of fabric in the bicep area here, then your sleeves are too big. I mean, they need to be tight. I mean, anytime it gets down to millimeters in pounds. I mean, once you start having that much play in a shirt, you're losing a tremendous amount of bench press numbers that you should be getting out of your shirt. And I don't know, I haven't ordered a denim shirt in a while, but there's no reason in my mind, if you get that denim shirt, to have it look like it's painted on you. You know, not have any wrinkles in it, and have the sleeves tapered and tight and everything fit to your body composition. That there's no reason why. And then, of course, I would cut the back of the shirt. And if I remember denims correctly, I would. Do you want me to sing you a lullaby so you can go to bed?
No, you're doing just fine talking.
On a denim shirt, you know, we actually, we used to play with the neckline on the denim shirts. Either pull it down, pull it up, and actually pull down the arms too somewhat. So that's 2002 when we wore denims, a long time ago. But I'll see a picture of it. I just posted my email, so hopefully you can email it to me.
Anthony Levas. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Levas. Having problems with my lat. It's affecting my bench. If this was you, would you rest it off or just work with lower weight? I'm sticking to triples just so I don't miss a training session.
Assuming it's one side of your lat, and I wonder what's affecting it. Is it strained? Is it something or other? Do you need deep tissue on it? Do you need somebody to do to roll it out with like a what's the thing that Lupacek uses, the pain pill? Yeah, there's some therapeutic techniques of doing muscle, not scraping, but some deep tissue with this device that we have in the gym. And you might need some of that, but if it's bothering you, you got to lay off, and but you got to correct the problem. So we got to figure out what's causing it, why, and then correct the problem, because you're saying it's your lat. I mean, a lot of times people say, "Oh, I have pain right here," you know, and so people go in and they start digging where the finger's pointing at. But what I've learned about deep tissue massaging is a lot of times you'll have an issue here, but it's like spokes of a wheel on a tire. You know, you're picking the center, but there's spokes coming out all over, so it could be over here that needs to be corrected and adjusted or whatever, because it's not always where you point your finger. So there could be some other issues within the lat, up tying into the delt, up in, there's so many different,
a lot of different things.
Yeah, highways of muscle.
So tricky.
Yeah, it could be in the back of your who knows, but usually some deep tissue, some stretching, or if it's an injury like a tear, then that's a different story.
Alex Estrada says, Ryan, you need to start spraying your feet so you don't slip.
You know,
just bought some Stickum, didn't you?
I bought some Stickum. It was on the bench, and my feet actually slipped when I was warming up, but I was so focused. My mindset was, I got all my crew here. I got to get up to 1,000. That's where my mindset was, and I kind of kept spraying the bench so I wouldn't slide this way. Forgot my bench shoes at home, and I'm wearing frickin' tennis shoes, which... I need to break out the Chucks or those soccer shoes, ASIC soccer shoes I have, because they're flat soled, and then start spraying the floor because, you know, chalk, dust, and things of that nature. Because I drive with my feet, man. I'm driving my feet down and away, trying to slide to my upper body towards the handoff guy, and I'm trying to maintain that contraction in the legs as I press. So definitely that is one thing. But when you start spraying your shoes, it kind of destroys the shoes because you get so much of that. And I didn't buy the sticky spray that comes out like silly string. I bought the hairspray kind, but
a little better.
Oh frick, man! I had the silly string when I did my 1074 in Dubuque, Iowa, and my Chuck Taylors. I had to come home and stand in a puddle of diesel because there was this much glue on the bottom of that shoe. But you know, when Larry Bush sprayed them with the 1074 in that video when I'm doing it in Dubuque, when I put that right foot down, I couldn't raise it up. I put it down.
That's what you're going for, right?
And I was like, maybe I need to reset it. And when I put it down, I couldn't pick it up. It was stuck to the ground. Yeah, I was happy.
Is that good enough? Huh?
Is that good enough?
Ryan, what is your opinion? So this is Jason Gillen's Power Gym again. Ryan, what is your opinion of inverted rows as an accessory? Duffin has recommended them for me, but I don't know if I've seen you do them much.
Haven't done them much, but I would do them. Duffin's a smart man and smarter than me, you know. And if there's when we went down there and filmed that video, I mean, it was this very valuable time we had with him. He's a very intelligent individual, and he knows how to make people strong. and he knows what he's talking about. And if he recommends them to you, and if, in fact, Jason, when you do those, please send me a video on how you're doing them so I can copy them. And because I'm pretty sure he probably has you doing them a special way, at a special tempo, a speed, a weight. And I'd be curious if you could send those to me so I could have a clearer picture of how he's prescribing those to you, so I can do them the same way. Because I would not turn them down. I don't turn down any exercises. All exercises work. And in fact, having a list of a great different things to do for lat training, bicep training, bench training, tricep training. Different exercises are fun. Who wants to come in and do the same 4 things every single day of the week? No, variety is the spice of life. And it will help you with your bench press numbers and lifting numbers and muscle building capacity.
Yeah, no, I think those are great.
1 Rep Max. It says it's a Inzer triple denim. Well, like I said, with the triple denim, it's not triple denim. At least it wasn't in my day. It's denim poly denim, but still triple layer. And like I said, 1 Rep Max, it's gotta fit. It's gotta fit like a glove, man. With denims, if they're too big, and I mean, a lot of times I used to dictate them on how if you put the shirt on, where your arms hung. If your arms are hanging right by your side, I mean, usually I like them right here. You know, about. Not Frankenstein, but just a little lower and a little off to the side. But no, you want it tight. And if it's not tight, definitely need to send her back. Because what they're doing at Inzer, I believe, is they're all measurements off a chart. You measure your deltoid, you measure your chest, and they go on a chart and they say, Ashley Condre, size 22 denim. Send them out to you. And usually that size 22 denim may be a great chest panel fit, but the arms may be a ½ inch too big. And that's a problem. But from what I understand, you can't send it back to Inzer because they don't alter sleeves anymore. So you're stuck around your own local town trying to find a seamstress that can go through 3 layers of denim and have that specialty sewing machine and specialty needle needing to do so. Kind of a headache.
Can I bench 3 times a week?
Yeah, absolutely. But if you bench 3 times a week, make sure that you're making progress. And once progress stalls or you start going backwards, then 3 times a week is not working. So you need to actually, if you're asking, if I was to bench 3 times a week, I know one would be max effort, one would be speed bench, and then I probably do what Kolb does, is have a day where I put on a slingshot and do floor presses or something, or, you know, just some type of movement, but so you didn't break down and destroy your central nervous system, break down your delts. Because at the end of the day, you know, what's most important is max effort bench day for me. Speed's important. I train that. But if I come in on max effort day and I'm shot to shit and I can't do anything, that's one great workout wasted. There's only 4 in a month.
Right.
Yeah. 4 heavy bench days in a month. So I don't think you can bench press heavy 3 times a week over 1,000.
I certainly wouldn't do it heavy.
I think Mendelsohn does. I think Mendelsohn goes
3 times?
Well, twice. I think he goes twice a week over. Like,
Both heavy?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that's what he told me.
Well, that's intense. Roger Broom. Ashley, when are you pulling 405?
This weekend?
Yeah, it should be this weekend. I've pulled it before. I'm hoping to pull a little over that. I was like, I can pull a lot more than I can get credit for in a meet because my lockout tends to get a little bit. I can get it to fly off the floor, and then it gets to a certain point close to the lockout, and it starts to slow down, and I have a tendency to get red lighted. So I'm hoping to do a little bit over 405.
And that's at the end of a 3 lift meet. Now, if you were to go to a push-pull meet, just do a little bench and not have to exert yourself in the squat.
Hitching wasn't a thing. I could do so much more.
Go to can't hitch.
I know. And my lockout tends to slow, and it's hard to get it to look.
You'll go over 405
like
at this meet. You're going to be on point. You're going to be amped. Yeah.
I hope so. Because at the Arnold, I got 400, but I didn't get more than that. I tried more than that on my second and third attempt, and I didn't get it. But I did get 400. So.
Sean Deal.
Sean Deal, what's the shortest you've gone between meets?
1 week. I remember in 2004, I did a APA here in Kennewick. Bombed 902, and the next weekend I was driving down to Big Bear's gym doing a APF. Went down there, and that was a cool meet because I bombed here, and then I went down there, and I think they gave me 6 attempts. It was just like, I think I missed 3, and they're like, you want to go again? I'm like, fuck, keep 900 on there. It's ready. I think I tried it 5 times. That's when I came home from that meet, bombed twice, and threw the denim in the corner, and I broke out the Rage X, and by the end of that year, I had my 903 at 308 body record. It was all-time bench record at that time, December of that year. And I met Ron Jeremy 3 days prior to that. Thank God, because that's how I got the lift, because I met Ron.
How long do you prefer to rest in between sets?
30 to 45 seconds on speed bench, max effort movements, 5 minutes.
Hi Ryan, how often do you train your neck?
Every Thursday. And I have a neck harness, and I do trap training, and I do volume. I like pump. And I don't shrug. I don't put straps on and shrug 900 pounds in the rack and scream and blow snot in the mirror. I like 2 plates, 3 plates, and I get full range of motion. And I do a lot of Kazmaier shrugs because he told me you need to grab the bar end to end and shrug this way. So I do a lot of shrugs like that. Dumbbell shrugs, leaning forward, neck harness, high reps. But the neck's getting big, and pretty soon, when I get too much body weight, though, the neck just totally disappears, and it turns into this guy. But, hey, what do you do? So once a week, I train my neck. Mr. Elite.
Many thanks both for the awesome live stream. I'm sure many, including myself, appreciate the knowledge you both are giving us. Well, thank you. We're glad you enjoyed it. We appreciate you tuning in each week.
Yeah. I need to sit down and break down my speed bench training, because a lot of people want to know how to specifically do the speed bench training, and I get a lot of emails by doing it, and I kind of I don't have a cut and paste speed bench information, so we should sit down and do a complete breakdown on how I do it, and so it's crystal clear to everybody on some episode.
Todd Beecraft, Bill Gillespie has a huge neck. I'm curious how much neck work he has his football players do.
And those are questions that we will ask him when we have him on here. He definitely wants to talk about his time with the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, I want to hear about it.
Fishing adventures, because he used to live in the Pacific Northwest, and he used to catch a salmon or 2 while he was up here.
It's gonna be a good one.
And we're gonna break it down with him. Yeah, we're gonna find out those things. And he's a super cool guy, man. Great guest to have. And yeah, we'll probably have him on for quite a while, because I got a lot of questions to ask.
Yes, lots to talk about for sure. That's going to be a good one. Roger Broom, Ashley, how does your squat compare to your deadlift in 1 rep max? They're pretty far off. They're pretty close to 100 pounds off. Like the most that I've squatted in a meet is 340, and the most that I've deadlifted in a meet is 424. So they're almost 100 pounds apart. So I'm trying to close that gap a little bit.
A lot of people, they squat, 400. They pull 400, right? Is that kind of they squat raw?
You see it both. You see it both ways. But usually it's a little closer than. I mean, I think a lot of times people can deadlift more than they can squat, but it's usually quite a bit closer. Mm-hmm. But usually, my opener is usually literally 100 pounds more on my deadlift than it is.
Well, I can squat more than I can deadlift.
I would open with 300 on the I would open with 300 pounds on the squat, and then open with 400 pounds on the deadlift. People would ask me my openers, and I'd say that, and it sounds silly. Yes, that is 100 pounds apart. Yeah. I know. So my deadlift's quite a bit stronger than my squat right now, but I'm trying to close that gap, get them a little closer together, keep pushing that deadlift up, and get the squat.
Yeah. So next week we should have Ashley's lifting contest, and what else? We'll see what the week will bring. Yeah, who knows?
All right, so is next week not Gillespie? Is that the
I'll have to check my phone. I just need to commit him. Yeah, I want a week out. I want to know, hey, I'm going to be on the show, and then I can promote it and post it. He expressed interest. We just have to pencil in a day, and same with Todd.
I'll make sure we have 2 separate bottles of milk for you to have in Portland. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
We won't have to have this issue. I won't have to get thumped on the head.
She doesn't get thumped. She gets knocked on the head like this. When the milk carton's up, ow! When the milk carton's up like this, she gets knocked on the head. It's just, that's how we do it in the Kennelly household.
Abuse.
Huh?
Bully.
No.
Bully.
You need
I
to learn a
get
lesson.
tripped. I get smacked
Discipline.
on the head.
You don't get smacked, tripped.
You you know you do. You know you do. How many times have I caught you where I pretend like I'm going to take a step forward and your foot goes out and I catch you?
Because I'm training with Nate Brandenhorst now. I'm squatting and I have to stretch my legs out all the time.
Far before. You've done this for years. You did this back
That's
when we
not
lived
true,
at my
people.
parents' house. It's
No.
absolutely true.
Not true.
Yeah. And I tell on you to my
That's
mom.
a bunch of
I
malarkey.
say, Mom, Ryan tripped me.
Malarkey.
She says, don't trip my baby.
Yeah.
You're a bully.
Couple more questions, and we got to go get some food.
Bully. Oh, did more pop up?
I don't know.
Oh, they did. Yes, they did.
Mike Ruggiero.
Shobit Jane. Baddest neck I have seen is of Mike Ruggiero. Did I say that right?
Yep. Mike
Thick
Ruggiero.
slab of muscle on his neck.
Oh, Mike Ruggiero, big man. Yeah. We should get him on the show. He's retired. He's retired now, but he's still
a lot of people.
A lot of people, man. You mentioned a name, and just that'd be fun to have him on. God, he was a guy I looked up to. 360, 6'3", just a strong mother effer. Yeah.
Let's see, Robinson. So this is from Robinson. I'm doing my first meet in Ohio at Larry Pacifico's gym this weekend. Any advice? Ooh, very cool.
3 lift, push pull, foot federation.
It's probably a.
Bottom line is go there, give it hell. Make sure that you're. It's a contest, man. So get on the board. I mean, lift smart. Don't worry about what your competition's doing. Worry about what you're capable of doing. Never play somebody else's game, and try to do more than you're capable of doing. Just go in with a game plan. Get on board. Make it fun, and come out and be the best you can be at it. And you're at a super historical gym. I've never been there. It's in Dayton, Ohio, I assume, somewhere over there.
That's really cool.
And that's kind of cool.
That's very neat.
I wish you all
Good
the
luck.
best of luck, man.
Let us know how it goes next week. We'll be curious to hear about how your first experience goes.
Derek Kaiser from PA, how you doing, man? Oh, I got excited.
Guess
Derek,
I'm done.
Derek, I was going to get a hold of you. I got a new car, and I need to wax it before winter comes. I was going to talk to you about if I should get a ceramic coat or just whatever type of coat. I need to put a coat of wax on the car, and I figured you're the guy to ask. So I'll probably getting a hold of you because winter's approaching, and I want to protect my paint. So I'll be picking your brain a little bit. So you do a lot of detailing, and you know the business.
One Rep Mex. Have a great dinner, guys. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for tuning in.
Max.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Todd Beecraft, whatever happened to Grant Pitts?
God, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Grant Pitts. Don't know. I have to Google him.
Todd, he is just a muscle bear now being viewed by certain weirdos. Ha ha ha.
Weird. Sean Frankel would be a great, yeah, absolutely.
And Gus Rethwich.
I don't think Gus has a computer and knows how to do this stuff. Unless we brought him
He'd be
down.
a cool guest, though, for sure.
Well, we have to
if
get
we were ever somewhere where he was and could do
an interview with him.
Interview.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the mobile device set up here. And I got these new Rode wireless microphones here that we're going to be using. So we have the capabilities of doing live interviews now. So it's going to be good. Not live, but we'll video them anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, ceramic coating, absolutely. If you weren't so far away, I appreciate that. Derek's, I just need to know which one to get. Do I go to Adams Polishes? I just want to get the best one. And you have to give me a brand name. If you can email or text me something, and I'll order it online. And I need to put a wax on it before. It's going to get cold here pretty quickly. Yes. Yeah, fall's...
It's going to cool down super fast. Yeah. There's usually not much of a transition. We don't get much of a fall. It goes to winter pretty fast.
Robinson's doing a 3-lift RPS meet. I've never done an RPS meet.
Told you I figured it was
cool.
A 3-lift. Very cool. Well, good luck. Good luck. We're very excited for you. T. Pressifer, Todd, he is... Oh, I already read that one. Sorry. Roger Boone, I already read that one too. Gus Rethwich, sorry. Robinson, yeah, Larry has been helping me out for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Great dude.
Cool.
Well, that was pretty cool.
That's cool. You're in good hands, Robinson. Yeah, you're taken care of.
Listen to everything he says, for sure. That's awesome. Alex Estrada, Ryan, do you remember the feud between Ted Arcidi and Ken Lane?
I did not. I've been watching a lot of wrestling lately, and I watched WrestleMania 2, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and Ted Arcidi came running in the ring there, and
Nice.
his wrestling days. I don't know what their feud was, but I'm sure it was over the bench press. I'd be interested to know more about that. I thought just Ken Lane and Anthony Clark were the two, head-to-head people in Powerlifting USA in 1993 when I was opening that magazine, and I'm sure there's a backstory to it, and I would love to know it, Mr. Alex Estrada, and maybe we get Ken Lane on the show sometime.
That'd be cool.
Gus Ruthwich, Ken Lane, Sean Frankel.
You could get these people.
Mike Ruggiero.
You could get a lot of...
Yeah. We're doing it. Hey, just like anything else, baby steps, Yeah. People need to feel free to, the door's open here. It's like, oh, no, we're only going to have bench press only. We'll have anybody. If you lift weights, Tony Carlino, I'm going to get him. We got Mike Wolf recently, and on it goes. Will Brody, like to pick his brain a little bit, if he's willing to come on here and talk bench pressing. Get some 3-lift lifting guys, shit.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
You can have anybody.
I like to learn a little bit about deadlift. I don't know much about it. I suck at it. But anyway. Yeah, so anyway, everybody, we got to take off now. The time has come.
It has.
They're here. This time has come. We will be back next week, ladies and gentlemen. And
Ryan, sorry, one more came in. Okay,
Okay.
this last one, Jason Gillen's Power Gym. Ryan, have you tested your strict curl? It seems to be that lift lately, and I'm training it speed day, max effort day, fun stuff.
yeah, we did the strict curl practice thing a couple episodes back.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And I did 105. I think I did 195 or 175 or something. And it was hard as hell. Yeah, there's no swing. It was just up. And I was just like, I don't do that all the time. And last thing I want to do is rip my pretty biceps,
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to hurt.
Yeah, I get hurt. But I saw Larry Wheels do it. And I thought, I told Jacob, we're going to do max strict curl today. And he's like, I don't want to rip my biceps. So all he did was 95. And then I think I did 175. But I tell you what, though, when you can't swing it, and you actually got to pull it. It gets a little. It's strenuous, man. I don't practice it. It's just like me stepping out there in Mendelssohn's world of arm wrestling and haven't done it in 10 years. Oh, I'm gonna arm wrestle. Fuck that. You got to train, man. You got to train it and practice it. And I don't really care to enter a strict curl competition, but I figure all these curling exercises I do is like, what can I strict curl just once? Mm-hmm. But I was just like, if I would have took it further and pushed it, I probably would have ripped something, and I'd be crying about it right now. Yeah, then I wouldn't have a bicep to measure.
The right weight. Yeah. That's pretty heavy.
But it was fun for video, and it was
nothing.
Let's throw out there stuff to entertain people.
Yeah.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, everybody have a good evening, good night,
yes,
and
thank you for tuning in as usual. We appreciate you.
When's November 3rd? Everybody's got to vote, so get out there and do that too.
Make sure
and
you vote.
Whenever that is, the 3rd. Yeah, we got Halloween. Still got Halloween yet, so
yes.
Yeah,
Halloween.
we got a ways to go.
Halloween's coming up, but that'll fly by.
It will. Time's flying, man. Yeah, it's crazy. But thank you, everybody, and God bless. Good night, and be nice to each other, and have great workouts. Eat, sleep, train, live the lifestyle, and we'll do it again next week, and we'll be back.
Yes, we will.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.